Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action on your ideas. You can have many ideas in your head, many great ideas in the head. But without action upon that idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. What a market, folks. We had the Dow Industrials down 166, NASDAQ down 16, S&P's down 19. That doesn't seem bad, but the bottom line is, folks, if we get over and we take a look at where we were, we go into those S&Ps, the S&Ps had a price movement of 51 points. We had a high out here of 27.47. We are at 26.95. Dow Industrials also had the price move of about 400 to 500 points. You're down 166. NDX 100 composite, same type of setup. You have a failure in price, failure in volume right across all the indices. They're in harmony. What are they doing? They were going into your downdraft from February 5th. Couldn't handle that downdraft. We had the Fed minutes come out. Pretty amazing market out here today. So the Fed minutes come out. Market had been up. Bottom line, had been up about $1.50 Dow points. Fed minutes come out. It goes up 245. Gives it about 10, 15 minutes at the highs there. And then they start unloading. They unloaded everything just the last hour and a half coming into the close. The composite got to a price point of 73.38. You closed at 72.18. Any close under the 72.77 was a failure on price and volume. And this is right across the indices as well as the ETF structures. We did 889 million inside the NYSE. That was going into 1.3 billion. That's where your failure comes down, price and volume. NASDAQ composite 1.9 billion versus 3 billion. Pretty intense there. There's no two ways about that. Look at the IWM. We take a look at the IWM. IWM out here. That traded to a high of 154.81. The benchmark was 153.79. You closed out at 152.21. You had 24 million going into 52 million. SPYs, just to give you the volume characteristic in here, we did 84 million versus the high of last Friday, because last Friday it failed on price and volume. Last Friday did 160 going into 294. So that correlation, this is what you want to wrap your head around. Where the strength versus the weakness, where the supply versus the demand is. You can see you come down on 294. Your first bounce was actually 2 days after that. You got up with 167 million. You went to the lower low. You bounced again with 160 million. You can see 160 versus 167 is getting weaker, but look what happened here. 90, 160, 294. See ya. Don't want to be ya. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract got down to a price point out here, GCJ. Got down to a price point of 1324. We are at 1326.50. Now, this is where the difference is in the gold contract versus the S&Ps, the NASDAQ, the Dow. We're certainly pulling back. You know, gold last week goes topside, really nice, goes from 1319 to 1358. Does 432,000 contracts. Yesterday, we come down with way too much volume. Still lighter than we're going up against, but it was, you never want to see an expansion of volume when you're retracing. That's the bottom line. We did 374,000. Today, we did 243. That characteristic is good in the context that it's not destruction. What we do need now inside that gold contract is a rejection of lower price. You're pulling back to the strength. You had lighter volume than yesterday. That's bottom line setup that it has the shot to get a rejection of lower price. The GDX, same setup. GDX, yesterday we came down with 47 million. Today did 38. You're going into 95. Notes and bonds. Let's go take a look at note and bond market. The note market and the bond market, bottom line, broke down again. Well, the note didn't. It's teetering. The note market hit 120.02. The low is 120.01. We did 1.9 million contracts, and I think we're going into 1.9 million, actually. Let's see. Yeah, we know we're going into 1.8 million. So we did bigger volume. That's saying that this low is going to get tested. We're one tick away from it, so there's no reason it wouldn't get tested. The 30-year, we take a look at the 30-year. 30-year was down a full point and 3 ticks. That is under the lows of the last 8 trading days. And you do have a contraction of volume. So this has a shot to get back up into at least the consolidation point. We'll see if that can fly. We're not that far away from it just yet. We're 142.04. All right? No, 143.04. So that's only 6 ticks away from where it did break down from. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here today. This is what you had. Come on, baby. This is interesting. This thing is slowing down. Okay, so let me just get this other screen up, see if we can do some action there. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so we had GE down 25 cents. Rite Aid was off 18. Walmart, 2.59. Now, Walmart's finishing up that gap. Walmart got smoked yesterday and today. We had, let's see, Devon Energy was down 11%. That's down $4. Microsoft was off $1.20. Facebook was up $1.90. NVIDIA down $7.57. That's after NVIDIA hit all-time highs, too. So that baby had some price spread out there today, too. We went from 251 to 241. Amazon's the big number, folks. What I mean by the big number is this. Amazon tested its high, rejected the high. That's saying Amazon now wants to run down to 1265. Amazon made 1503, got over the high of the 2nd of February, had 11 million shares, 6 million today. We're going south. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.